few minutes of preparation with a walkthrough this morning, but had a good week of prep and getting ourselves relatively healthy and ready for a big conference road trip to Lafayette. Huge challenge for us on a national scale with everybody watching on a Tuesday night. So we're excited about it and almost ready to go. So with that, I'll answer any questions you've got.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder to our members of the media, there's a *1 to get in the queue. Again, *1 to ask questions. Coach, there's one giving us a little scouting report on the Raging Cajuns.
They're huge. They're huge. They're one of the largest teams, offensive and defensive fronts we've seen all year. Very comparable to what we saw with Miami and Tennessee in terms of size. Thought they played great football the other night against Texas State. Just going into their backyard, it creates even a bigger challenge. But very, very physical. Committed to running the ball and committed to loading guys up in the box and committed to stopping it. So a little bit different challenge than we've seen the last couple of weeks with more spread type style offenses and a little bit quicker and smaller defensive front.
Could you talk a little bit about the team's attitude heading into this Tuesday night game? I'm sure that they're fired up, to take on UL Lafayette and be on that national stage.
Well, you always like when all eyes are on you. I mean, you play the game and you want to be on a national stage. So an ESPN game with no other games on is always fun. Those teams both have healthy respect for each other. The conference title has been wrapped up between the two different teams in the last few years. So with both those being picked very high in the conference, either to win it or in the top couple spots. And so I think we're not close enough to say that we have a geographical rivalry, but I think just out of respect and how both teams have played conference-wise, it's become a rivalry. And so our kids they're fired up for the game. It's a great test to find out, if we're going to be a good enough team to compete for the conference title at the end of the year. And so this is where it all kind of comes to the forefront, where we have an opportunity to truly see what we are, and it's even bigger being on the road in the stage that we're going to be on.
Next questions come from Little Rock, Arkansas. Call up, please identify yourself, and go ahead.
Morning, Coach. It's Troy Schulte, the Democrat Gazette. How are you?
Morning, Troy. I'm good.
Hey, you said last week that you have yet to coach in a Tuesday night game, right?
I have not. This is it.
Yeah, okay. Just curious after, kind of all the prep is over with. I mean, did you find it kind of awkward? I mean, it's kind of like a bye, but not really. I mean, was it challenging, having it pushed back a little bit, or were you able to get a few more things done,
Well, it gave us an extra day and a half worth of prep work for Lafayette, which was good, especially with what they do offensively. They present some assignment issues that we haven't really seen, but it was strange not having a game on Saturday. I know that. I mean, it's just not normal watching everybody else play and not being truly on a true open week.
Yeah.
But I think we've tried to benefit from it as best we could with a little extra prep, and we had a couple guys dinged up that got a few more days of rest. We're hopefully to work to our advantage.
Yeah. I know that during true bye weeks, one of the benefits is kind of assistants can kind of take off and go recruit. But were you guys able to do that this week, or was there not enough time?
We got one day out to take a look at a guy, but most of everything was focused on game prep.
Okay.
And we've got a similar situation coming out of this game before we play Idaho, so we'll get more done on the back end of this trip than we did on the front.
Cool. All right, thanks, Coach.
Sure.
Thank you, Troy, and thank you, Coach. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate your time.
Thanks.